I think we started to play defensively well, and it converted to offense. I have to thank a lot of my teammates for that. They created offense for me, and they helped me get in the groove. And from then, I just started playing really good.
It looked like just kind of you got more confidence, you got a lot more comfortable doing more things.
Yes, sir. Every time there's a new game, I'm getting more comfortable, and my teammates are helping me get comfortable. So I could just thank them, and my game's just going to keep improving from there.
What has the transition been like for you going from JUCO to back up to D1 for you?
I guess the speed's a little different. Just the tempo and the bodies are bigger too as well. So I'm adjusting to that, but as time goes, it's getting better.
Brendan, how much did what he started doing inside help everything else out? Because then you guys got to more of an inside-out game. You were getting the kick-out threes instead of the quick threes, and started hitting a higher percentage.
Yeah, I think last time I was in here, we spoke about how every night is somebody different night. I think last game was AB and today was Dion. So him being down low in the post, made them double team and try to bring multiple guys around there. And as guard, we just spot up, and he has a high basketball IQ to hit us, when we're open. So it helps a lot. I think we had a lot of good looks that didn't go down tonight, that'll go down other nights, but. What Deion did today was big. It was a big step in the right direction.
Is that kind of what this team needs? Is you've got to have that inside out, but you've got to have both inside and outside scoring. You can't just rely on perimeter alone.
Yeah, you can't rely on just perimeter shots. Like here it says we were 8 for 26 from the three, and Deion was 8 for 12, and most of those were around the rim. So when he's doing things like that, people start to dig and whatnot, and we keep moving and cutting, it opens up, lanes for everybody else to score.
What has Anthony been doing differently the last couple of games, if anything at all?
Nothing really. I think, we live together. So, I just try to instill confidence in him all the time. I've been there freshman year, beginning of last year. I went through, my lowest point since I've been here, where I couldn't make a basket for a long time, but you just stick with it, stay in the gym, get extra shots up, things like that, and just confidence. So, every day I try to help build his confidence, and, as a team we try to help build his confidence.
3 guards in double digits tonight. How big is it to have that extra, outside presence, especially when you guys weren't shooting as well earlier in the season?
It was very good. Today it was very balanced, and I think, going forward, to beat these teams like Long Beach and Boise coming up, we're going to have to have balanced scoring all around. We can't have, highs and lows. We got to have it even across the board, and tonight we did that.
Is Long Beach an opponent you guys kind of have your eyes on, having lost to them 2 years in a row?
Yeah, it is. My freshman year, they came in here and put on the show, and last year we went there and they put on the show again. So, it's a big game. We circled it because right now we're 0-2. I'm 0-2 against them, and whoever's returning was 0-2 against them. So, this is a big game for us. Big game for everybody on this team, the staff, everything. We want to go out there and, put our best game out there today.
It seemed like defense was very kind of up and down for you guys tonight. There were spurts where you played it really well. Other spurts were, especially after you guys had some made baskets, they came back in transition before you even knew it hit.
Yeah. I feel like at times we get complacent at times. We kind of, as coach would say, we let the game break us down. We'll hit a big three and celebrate and whatnot, and they'll push the ball hard in transition and score. So I think, we just, we got to grow up game by game. We're still learning. This team has played 12 games together now. We're still learning. By the time, conference comes around in January, I think we should be fine on defense end.
Is that just that you guys are still kind of searching for that first game where everything kind of comes together?
Yeah, I don't think we've had a game yet where both halves were just flat out amazing. We played in spurts, 10 minutes, 12 minutes, a half. One half here, one half there, but we're still looking for that, like you said, that one game where everything just falls in place.
What type of challenge does it present facing team Division II? But they have a lot of guys that are D1 guys, and they're one of the top D2 teams in the country, probably better than some D1 teams toward the bottom. What kind of dynamic is you just probably have to assume they're like any other team that you finish?
Yeah, you just treat them like every other team, because they could have easily came here and won by 20. They got Oklahoma transfer, Oral Roberts transfer. They got SEMO transfer. They got guys from all around that play Division I basketball. So that's a very good team, and on any given night they can beat anybody.
For 17 turnovers on defense, about what this team has to do to win on a consistent basis?
Yeah. I think this game was a big emphasis of getting in the passing lanes and really just pressuring the ball more. I think sometimes we kind of play in the paint too much and let teams swing the ball freely and things like that. So that was a point of emphasis this game, is to get in the passing lane, get deflections, get steals, things like that, get runouts, try to get easy baskets.
What's that? Oh yeah. Well, he signed a financial aid tender or whatever you call it. Yeah. Thoughts on the game? Well, Arkansas-Fort Smith, they're ranked 5th in Division II, and they've got a lot of Division I transfers. And, that's somewhat by design, playing these guys. A lot of times this time of year, you'll play a non-D1 and play a team that you can win by 40 and those kind of things. But these guys have been in here the last couple of years, and they have had better players. I think you even wrote, I saw something on Twitter today, you said, it's about that time of year for Fort Smith. But, we also, there's some thought into that as far as playing these guys, because then you don't get a false sense of where you're at. Now, we've had such a tough schedule going into this that the game was even tougher, but that way, and it would have been nice to have an easier situation. But it also, made our guys play, and it gave us a better barometer of, again, what we need to continue to work on. So I think all in all, we got the stops when we had to. Just doing the radio out there, the guys out there on the radio really noticed that we moved the ball really well tonight. For the most part, we were trying to do that. We had 10 days of practice with the finals and everything, but we did a good job. We really worked on our defending and rebounding, and I think we worked real hard on playing really hard in these practices and denying and pressuring, much like in Arkansas and some of the other people have been playing against us. So I think that actually helped our offense in practice, because it made us move more and cut and work, and we've done some individual skill stuff over the last few days. So all in all, again, we beat a good team tonight, guys that have played a lot of places and could have either gone Division I or played Division I.
Dion really kind of got going there and seemed to really spark a lot of things once you got that inside game going with him. Then there were kick-out passes, ball movement got better. What can you say about just the way Dion's been progressing?
Yeah, he is progressing. I said on the radio there too, a lot of times when a guy comes in, a new transfer comes in, community college players seem to have this happen a long time. It takes them about a semester to get used to it. Dion played where he literally, everything went well for him at Pima. He made everything. And so now he's going against equal caliber, and it took a little while and getting used to what we wanted, and he's so used to really kind of shooting it when he wanted to in junior college, and shoot the three anytime he wanted to. And you do have to be a little more patient, again, against the teams we've been playing. So I think he's just starting to get comfortable, and understand and how hard he has to play on every possession. And I just like that he's starting to get around that basket, and boy, he's got a really good feel around the rim. I'm kind of surprised when it doesn't go in, when he throws it up there. He's got some really nice touch around the basket, and he's always been a pretty good passer. I kind of like how our big guys, they're nowhere where they need to be, but I do like how even Nico gets it off the post, and they're doing a good job of passing the ball. We've been working on that a little bit in our skill stuff, and they do a pretty good job of kicking it back out when it gets to the post, so hopefully that'll continue.
You kind of talked about on defense, emphasizing getting in the passing lanes and stuff like that more. You guys certainly got a fair amount of steals, a lot of tip balls that you got to, things like that. At the same time, maybe they got some easy baskets once they got past that. Is that kind of still in progress of now we've got to fix the whole thing?
Yeah, I think I would agree with that. I thought tonight the score, when it changed back to all of a sudden we got on our heels and we had our, we weren't into them, and that's when the score started shrinking again, and even they took a lead. There's no question that in practice we've been trying to get up and be able to touch our guy and apply more pressure. I thought as the second half went, I don't know what time, maybe 7 or 8 minute mark, we kind of really started getting after them again. Our switches were cleaner, stronger, more aggressive. Our bigs got to do a better job of staying in front of our guy. We talked afterwards about how we've got to put the big guys in one-on-one when they're switching onto these guys off these ball screens at the foul line and staying in front of their man more, and a better job of squaring them up. So, we just got a lot of work to do because again, it's putting all these new, young, and guys in different roles. Everything that I've heard Larry say and read about what we've talked about, it's just a work in progress. And these last 10 days have been really good for us. And leagues rapidly approaching, and Long Beach State is really, really good too. They've had even a tougher schedule, I think, than us. So it's going to be a good test. But we are getting better. We are getting better. So.
Are you pretty close? Do you think, to putting everything together? I mean,
Well, you never know that. You think so, and then you never know. I think it just is always changing, and I think that's due to you're also a lot of young guys, youthful, and every year you got young guys, and and who gets more determined. If you're more determined they are the entire game, well, you usually play pretty well. But these other teams are also going to be determined and challenged, and they're going to come at us. So I think we're getting better. I think it's still a work in progress. We're still getting better. The guys are still very receptive. They're trying to get better. They don't want to disappoint. And so we're going to take tomorrow off. Larry's upstairs with the recruit, but he's also going to go see some kids. But, we're just take tomorrow off and get back out on Thursday and get ready for Long Beach. But a lot of what we're doing right now, too, is more worried about Colorado State than we are the opponent. Because it really is, if we do what we're supposed to do, the scouting report is inside that. It is inside what we do. You've the breakdown board, and that is the scouting report. It has more to do with how we're going to switch ball screens and play the ball screen, not necessarily switch, but how we're going to play the ball screens and whether or not we're going to come off certain people shooter-wise.
Prentice Nixon, with double-digit scoring totals in 10 of the 11 games he's played in, is he kind of growing into that veteran leader and the presence that this team really needs him?
Say the first part again. I'm sorry. Prentice?
We've just
Yes.
seen him score double digits consistently. Is
Yeah.
he that leader that the program needs him to be?
Prentice has really emerged as he's getting more and more mature. He's really maturing in a good way that way. He's shooting the ball, but I think if you notice, he's doing it more within the framework of the offense than he was early of shooting the ball. He's letting the game come to him a little bit better. I've noticed that he's really starting to try to get on the post and do things that way. We've really been pleased at how he has stepped up his leadership and him being vocal and not only saying the right things, but doing the right things. So he has really emerged as our leader, our true vocal and playing leader out there.